Hello, in this video, I'm gonna show you the first things that I recommend doing after setting up your Xiaomi 15 Ultra. So let's click on continue and we are in the home screen after setting up the phone. And the first thing, if you haven't done that yet, is connecting to Wi-Fi. This is gonna be pretty useful for the further steps and for overall usage of your phone because it allows you to make much more than just calls and messages on your phone. So let's go to the settings and go to Wi-Fi. Now make sure Wi-Fi is enabled and select a network you want to connect to. Then enter its password. Click on connect, and if the password was correct, it'll highlight as blue and display the Wi-Fi symbol at the top. Now, since we are connected, we can go to the next step, which is checking for system updates. This is important to make your phone secure, ensure it runs smoothly and that it has the newest features. So in order to do it, you need to go to the About phone at the very top in settings, then click on Xiaomi HyperOS. Now it'll start checking for available updates. In my case it says no updates available, so I don't need to do anything, but if in your case there is the download update button at the bottom, I recommend doing that. Then it'll start downloading the update and you can continue using your phone while it's being done. But later on, it'll prompt you to restart your phone, and that will take a few minutes, but this will just apply the update, and afterwards you'll be good to go. So since we have that sorted, we can go to logging to the Google account if you haven't done that yet. So let's scroll all the way down and find additional settings. Now find the accounts and sync, and then if under accounts you don't have any Google account, I recommend clicking on add account, then select Google, and now it'll ask you to log in. If you don't have an account, you can click on create account, but I already have it, so I'm just gonna enter my email. Then click on next and enter the password, which I'm gonna do off camera. If you've forgotten your password, you can click on forgot password and then reset it. Now I just clicked on next and will be asked who will be using this device. So I will be using it and I'm gonna leave it selected, but if you select that your child will be using it, then the further steps may vary a bit. So just follow the instructions on screen in case you select that option. Now click on next, and then you need to agree to the Google Terms of Service as well as Google Play Terms of Service and the privacy policy. You can click on them to read them, and without agreeing to them you can't proceed with adding the account. So I'm just gonna agree because I already know these terms. And now we will probably be asked about backup. So if you want to backup your data, leave that option selected. If you don't, you can unselect it, and if you don't know, I recommend leaving that selected so you don't lose your data in case something happens to your phone. I'm just gonna click on accept, and now my Google account is added. So since it's added, let's go to the next step, which is updating the apps. There are two ways of updating the apps. The system apps will be updated in the settings, and the Google apps and other downloaded apps will be in the Play Store. So maybe let's first go back to settings and go to system apps updater. Now we can see all the updates that are available, and I'm gonna just click on update all because updating the apps is important for the very same reason as updating your phone, but also some of the apps just won't work without the update. So now it's being updated, and as it's being done, we can go to the Play Store, and in the Play Store I'm just gonna click on get started, then I'm gonna skip additional apps, and then I'm gonna choose to verify my purchases with my Google account password because I don't have biometrics set up on my phone just yet, but later I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I'm gonna use the password and enter my Google account password. Then I just clicked on done, and what I can do now is click on the profile icon in top right corner. Now just select my apps and games and go to updates. You can see I have 43 pending updates, so I'm just gonna click on update all, and while it's being done we can continue with the next step because we can continue using our phone, of course. So I'm gonna go to the settings, and I recommend setting a screen lock if you don't have it yet. So let's go to the fingerprints, face data and screen lock, and if screen lock says off, then it's really good to set it up so no one else besides you has access to your phone, and you can set it to a pattern, pin or password. Of course, you can choose whichever one you like, but remember that in case you forget your screen lock, then there's no other way to restore your phone than to factory reset it, which will erase all the data. So do your best not to forget the screen lock, because it's gonna be pretty hard to recover your phone later, but I think it's still worth it, so no one else has access to your private data. I'm gonna set a pattern, then after 5 seconds I can click on got it, and now let's just draw that pattern or enter that pin. Now you need to re-enter it to confirm and click on confirm. Now you can add the fingerprint. I'm gonna cancel it to show you how to do it manually. So in the fingerprints, face data and screen unlock, you can go to fingerprint and lock, then enter your screen lock that has been set, then click on got it, and this message means that if you have a screen protector which is not the official XIAOMI screen protector film, then with some of these screen protectors the fingerprint might not work because it's hidden under the screen, although it's still worth trying because for most of them I think it'll just work. So I'm gonna click on got it, then take my thumb and place it on the fingerprint scanner, then lift it and place it again multiple times. Remember to move your finger between the scans so it scans the whole area of your finger. Now my fingerprint is done and I can click on done. Then I'm gonna go back, and there is the face unlock, which I don't recommend setting at, as I'm gonna explain why, and later I'm gonna show you how to do it just in case you need it, but I don't recommend setting it up because it only bases on the camera. There are phones on the market that have the IR sensors, which make it really secure for the face recognition, but in this case it's only the camera, so the phone can be unlocked with a photo of you or by someone who looks similar to you, so that's why I don't recommend setting it up. But let's see how to do it just in case you have a need to do it. So I'm gonna go to the face unlock, then enter my screen lock. Now I just need to click on start and position my face within the frame after clicking on next, and then hold still looking at the camera. Now my face is added and I can click on done. Now I'm gonna disable the option to stay on lock screen after unlocking. So if I unlock my phone with face, then I don't need to swipe up on the lock screen. It'll automatically go to the home screen. So now I'm gonna show you how to unlock your phone with these 3 methods. So the first one is clicking on the power button, sliding up and entering your screen lock, of course. Then the second one is the fingerprint, and you don't need to even have your screen on. It can be off. Even if the fingerprint sensor doesn't light up, just hold in the correct place and it will unlock very fast, almost immediately. So that's pretty great. And to unlock with your face, just click on the button, look at the phone, and it'll also unlock it. And now let's go to the next step, which is setting our wallpaper. Of course, this is optional, but I think most of the people want to have their own personal wallpaper. So I'm just gonna take a photo of this plant right here, but of course you can take a photo of something else. You can download it from the internet, or if you've transferred it from your previous device, you can also use that. Okay, and now we can just go to the settings. So in settings, go to personalization, and now go to you can just click on the wallpaper on the lock screen or on the home screen. Then you can customize it, so you can just choose whichever one you want to customize. Or you can just slide down, I think, to find the wallpapers that are provided by XIAOMI. So you can find different ones. See, some of them are really pretty. It's just up to you. But I think the best one will be your own one. So I'm just gonna select the lock screen, then click on customize and select the wallpaper. Now I'm gonna go to the local photos and I'm gonna allow all photos. Then for some reason I don't have it, so let me quickly see what's going on. Okay, I can see it in the gallery, so maybe now as I go back to settings, then to the personalization and select the lock screen, then customize, then wallpaper and local photos. Yes, now I can see it. And you can see I can set it differently. The depth is enabled, so some of the parts on the wallpaper cover the clock, and I think it looks great. But if you don't like it, you can just disable it. I'm gonna leave it like that because I think it looks cool. Now you can also add wallpaper effects like the blur or glass effect. You can also enable matte effect, but I'm gonna leave it on the original one. And then you can also customize your clock, so you can click on it, change the font, change the things that are gonna be displayed. So you can, for example, set it to display hours at the top and minutes at the bottom, and it's gonna be a simple clock. But you can also set it to the digital at the top. Then at the bottom you can set the date and whatever. Then you can also add additional things like the weather or air quality, temperature, day, month, whatever you prefer. So I'm just gonna leave that disabled maybe. And you can also add your signature, but I think with the depth option it's gonna be hidden here, so it's not the greatest now. You can also click on the top and select either to display the carrier, the date, or the temperature. So maybe let's display the temperature. Later on I'll need to go to the weather app to allow location access in order to show the temperature, but besides that I can just now click on apply and select whether I want to set it to lock screen and home screen or only to lock screen. I'm gonna click on only to lock screen, and now my lock screen wallpaper is set. The home screen wallpaper isn't as easily customized, I believe. You can see I can't do it in the settings, but maybe if I press and hold, then click on wallpaper, now it gets me to the themes app. I can agree. And now I can select a wallpaper from here, but I don't really know what to do in case I want to set it as my own photo. Maybe if I just go to the gallery actually and select the photo, then click on this share button or any other button. Let me just quickly find it. Okay, I can click on the three dots and click on set as wallpaper. And it still tries to do it on the lock screen, so I think it's not really easy to set the home screen wallpaper for some reason. But maybe you'll manage to do it. Now we can go to the next step, which is uninstalling the unimportant apps. This phone installs just a little bit of bloatware, so it's not too bloated, but there are some apps that you just maybe won't need, maybe will, so you can just decide on your own. but the Netflix and the Booking.com are unnecessary, and they can be removed by just pressing and holding, then clicking on the trash icon. Then the Mi Store also can be removed in the same way. Then in the More apps, all of these apps are not necessary, so it's just up to you depending on your preference and whether or not you're gonna use any of those. You can just press and hold and uninstall. Now we can go to the Wallet app. This is gonna be for making your phone be able to pay with it in stores by tapping it to the reader. So I think it's really convenient, and in order to do it, you can just go to the Play Store, and by going to the Play Store also you'll know how to install apps. So we can go to search, then search for the app that you want to install. So in this case we're gonna search for the wallet and install the Google Wallet app. Then click on open. Now it'll load for a moment. I'm gonna allow notifications, then click on add to wallet, and now we can select payment card, and now you can scan it with your camera or enter your card details manually. Then read all of what's written here and click on save and continue. Then you may need to verify with your bank via message, phone call, or the bank app if you already have it installed, and then you will be able to pay with your phone in stores by tapping it to the reader. So it's gonna be really convenient, and you don't even need to open the app. You can just, while your phone is unlocked, slide down from the right top part of your screen and click on the wallet icon, and that will easily and quickly open the wallet app, and you can just tap it. Make sure your phone is unlocked, because without it being unlocked you cannot pay with it. It's a security thing, of course. And I think that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.